A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, we are going to speak about the divine feminine finds out that her divine masculine's best friend is behind their separation. Now, in the previous channeling, I spoke about how the divine masculine is influenced by his closest friends, or single friend, or more than one friend can also be included in this. However, it's very important for anybody to know who is causing the separation between them. As long as you don't know, it's an unknown enemy. One more thing I want to say to all of you, all people here, that if you are mentally strong, this whole journey, this twin flame ascension journey is all about making you mentally very strong. If you are mentally very strong, other people cannot have this journey. The twin flame ascension journey is created in such a way, or you're a part of this journey, because so that you can make your mental strength strong. Okay, because if you are mentally very strong, then no friend, no mother, no sister, no father, no brother, nobody can have control over your life. And we don't want to say this in a boisterous way, or in a bossy way, or in a superiority way. But if you want to do something, okay, there could be a lot of problems, there could be a lot of negative energy, there could be some blocks. But if you make your mind, if you focus that this thing or this situation will get healed no matter what, it might take some time. It might take a few months, it might take a few years also, who knows. But it will fix. And it will fix according to how much faith you have in source. There are a lot of people who go through broken relationships, there are a lot of people who go through divorces, a lot of people lose their children, a lot of people lose their parents, a lot of people go through many different types of pain in life. But with time, everything heals. I'm not going to discuss life and death right now, because that channeling is a different type of channeling. However, sometimes this separation feels like death. When you get separated from someone you love so much, and that too because of other people's interference or other people's opinion on you, it can be very hurtful. You might think, or you might fear, that these other people are going to create a block or a wall between me and the person I love and I care for. But this is the thinking that the divine feminine needs to change. And the reason why God gives her this information, like in this case, through her links or through her contacts or through her own analysis, because the more inner work you do, inner work gives you a lot of power. Should never underestimate the power of prayer, and you should never underestimate the power of inner work. When you do a huge amount of inner work, automatically you get to know who is who. What type of person is this? What type of person is that? And this is not from a judgment perspective, but this is for your own energy protection. Because we should not be discussing everything with everyone. Even as healers or therapists or writers or channelers, YouTubers, whatever you want to call us, we don't go and talk about twin flame journey to everybody, because we know people don't know about it. Not everyone knows about twin flames. You use the word twin flame, they would be like, what is twin flame? In fact, they won't even focus on it so much. Why? Because the energy they have, it does not include this information or the understanding of this information. The universe does not put everybody in the twin flame journey. In fact, if you don't know this, then you must know this, that twin flame ascension journey is for those people who are living their last life on planet Earth. So your life is predestined. Your experiences are predestined. Your situations are predestined. And the universe knows that I am going to put this person, and it's all done with your own wish and will, by the way, that if you are going to be put into all these situations and all these areas, one day, sooner or later, you will awaken fully. Whether you do rituals or not, whether you do fasting or not, whether you do this, that, whatever. And I'm speaking from my own experience as well. 10 years back, 15 years back, you would not have this type of maturity, this type of spiritual maturity that you do now. And that is the reason why you're here on this channel, or you're going elsewhere, wherever you're going. Why? Because you're looking for information, you're researching for information. Sometimes you might get valid information, sometimes you may not. But again, universe will keep putting you back into this path. But the most important thing that one person needs to do is they need to have the urge to connect with source. Because if you love source, your DM or your DF will automatically love you. Because once that godly energy enters you, you are able to control your mouth when you're angry, you're able to ignore other people when they are not in their senses. When people are heartbroken, when people are bitter, they will always speak ill. They will never speak something nice. And that is exactly what leads to separation, because two people, when they fight, somebody says something, somebody says another thing in response to it, and a whole atmosphere of negativity is created. If you let it go, if you forgive, you need to forgive. Now, at this point in time, if the divine masculine is not smart enough, is not spiritually mature enough to understand that whatever his friend or her friend is telling them, it's not correct, or they do not need to decide as per what other people do or think. If they simply let it go and they surrender, so finish the runner-chaser dynamic. Because the runner-chaser dynamic, sometimes this runner-chaser dynamic can go on for a very long time, and it's a total wastage of time. And obviously, as I just said, that everything is predestined. So it could also mean, if you are in the runner-chaser dynamic for a very long period of time, it could also mean that maybe you are not getting that point or not getting that answer. And if you reach these type of channelings, these are trying to remind you that you need to get out of this dynamic. Because this dynamic is not fruitful. You will learn certain tricks and you will learn certain techniques for sure. But when the chaser is not chasing, at that point in time, the chaser feels really good energies. They feel very independent, they feel very positive, they feel very healthy, they are mentally very strong. And this is the reason why the runner comes back. And the runner has no choice but to come back. Because the chaser energy is an energy that pushes people away. Okay, and when you stop pushing people away and when you surrender that, okay, if this person has misunderstandings towards me and this person doesn't like me or thinks really bad about me, then what can I do? What can I really do? If they are thinking so negatively, they are not able to move on, they are not able to forgive, they are not able to step out from the past issues, then best thing for me to do is that I should chill right now. If I chase them, if I convince them, if I follow them, if I call them, if I message them, if I communicate with them, if I contact them, it will not work. Let them contact me. Once they learn the lesson, just the way I can contact them, they can also call me. It doesn't matter if I block them or if they block me, because there are 100 ways to contact people nowadays. There is Instagram, there is Facebook, there is phone, there is this, there is that. And who knows, when everything is fine, you might just bump into each other on a street. So, and this has also happened, by the way. This happens, all these things happen in real life. You might not be talking to someone, you might have blocked them from your number on your phone, but one fine day they meet you on some street, maybe they live near your house or something has happened, they've come to that direction. They meet you, and when they meet you, they hug you, they hold you. They talk to you in a very positive manner, and they tell you that, look, you know what, I'm so sorry, I was actually missing you so much, and see, I see you right in front of me. And imagine the phone numbers are blocked. Then you can later on unblock each other, because that interaction or that communication felt so warm. And after that also, you should not chase anyone, you should just let it be. Because see, these things are a proof that God is watching over you. There are some people online who teach law of attraction. If you ever study law of attraction. In total, there are 12 laws of attraction, or not 12 laws of attraction, there are 12 universal laws. And one of the universal law is law of attraction. If you want to know about other laws of universe, other 12 laws, I can share a link under this video and you can just check it out. The idea is to understand, if you chase anything, it means you are in a zone of worry. It's the energy of being worried. If you are worried about something, then that thing will not be with you. You need to have a certain amount of trust, you need to have a certain amount of confidence, because confidence is coming from source energy. Worry comes from the negative world. The negative entities, they put you into worrying and worries. In Hindi, we have a beautiful word called chit, which means consciousness. And then we have another word called chinta. Chinta means worry in English. If you do a lot of chinta, if you worry a lot, then you are away from the source of love. Love is the opposite of worry. Love without attachment. So in this case also, as much as I'm sharing the energy of this channeling, wherein somehow it is obviously grace of God that the universe has given the divine feminine that much understanding and that much power, that the DF energy is able to figure out who is the exact person who poisons the mind of my DM. It could even be one person, it could even be a group of people, like you know how they gang up against a person. That we all 4 people don't like this one person, so you just get rid of this one person. In her head, in her dimag, I would say. Dimag is also a Hindi word if you are all not from India. I have this habit of putting in Hindi words when I do channelings. So in your head space, if you don't give any power, if you don't give any energy to those people, you don't even give them any attention, automatically you will see a shift in your energy. And then from that shift in your energy, you will see an uplifted energy where you would not worry, but you would only love, and you would even forgive. You would forgive very easily that, yeah, this person said this, they were immature. And you also trust at the same time that in future they are not going to do something like this. Okay? So that's the reason why this information is very important. If you're listening to this channeling and you resonate with it, then you can also think that who could be the people who are influencing the mind of your DM against you. But if you figure it out and if you know it, then you should not think that, okay, these people are out there to get me. You should think, you should just make a prayer for them that God, please give them spiritual maturity, or just keep them happy, and may God bless them. Instead of getting angry, instead of getting agitated with those people, instead of thinking that they have some kind of power over you and your relationship, just feel and just think that whatever God wants, I'm okay with it. If God wants me to be in separation mode right now, that's okay with me. If God wants me to move on and do something else, that's okay with me. And you give all of the decision making to God or to your masters, because this journey is not about taking control. This journey is going to become fruitful only when you surrender. And this is the reason why immediately after runner chaser dynamic, you have the next stage, which is the stage of surrender. Some people think that stages in the twin flame journey means you do one thing and then you do second thing, and no, it's not like that. Sometimes every single stage can go on for a good number of months or years. So it's up to your conviction and it's up to you how long do you want to stretch it. If you're practicing surrender, if you're in the stage of surrender right now, either all the stages can also happen simultaneously, little by little, and that's how you grow and you evolve, or else it will literally happen one by one. Or, as I feel personally, the stage of surrender is the most important stage in this journey, because that is when the game will change. The surrender stage is the game changer stage. Now it's totally up to you whether you want to take it seriously or not. For private sessions, personal readings, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling and therapies, please go through the description box first, and once you're sure, then write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. A lot of people need some kind of hand holding, they need some kind of upliftment, and that is the place you must look into, because in the twin flame journey, a lot of people feel lonely. They know that people around them don't know about this journey. In fact, even in this channeling, I would like to say this thing, that sometimes the DFs, they walk up to the DMs and they start telling them that, hey, you know what, we are twin flames and this is supposed to happen with us, and right now we are in runner chaser dynamic, and this dynamic also supposed to happen. They do not understand it. A lot of people don't understand it until and unless they experience it. And when two people are on the same page spiritually, don't need to even tell them anything. They would just know. They would just know it. Okay, so when it comes to twin flame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about your journey before the reading. Okay, so that we can get the best and the most accurate answers. If any reader takes all of your information before the reading, then their reading is definitely going to get affected by it, because they already know it. What will the cards say? They already know it in their mind. The energy is already changed about you. They can form preconceived notions about you. Okay, so it would be better that you don't share anything once we start the reading. And this is what happens with most people. After we get into the reading, automatically things start coming up about their journey. The next thing I would like to share with you is that if by chance you want to get into therapy mode, then you need to share with me the different facets of your life, so that we can heal the wounded inner child, which leads to a 5D union. So most people think that, okay, I can have directly a 3D union. Sometimes they have a 3D union also, and then after the marriage or after the engagement or after two people have confessed love for each other, the union goes off. The other person runs away. And then they are sitting again, oh my God, how did this happen? I got married to my twin flame, or I got engaged with my twin flame, and now this is happening. It's happening because still you need to do some kind of inner work. You need to heal certain areas which you may not be aware about. Okay, but with research and with analysis, we can reach up to those places, and fully healing the wounded inner child not only leads to the 5D union, but you also can maintain the 5D union on your own without the help of other people, because the whole idea is to make you independent. Okay, you can also get my book In the Name of Love, which has 5 channeled twin flame stories that can uplift you, and these stories are based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. The link is given in the description box again. And on this note, I would like to wish all the divine feminines a lot of luck, because if you know the reason, if you know the problem, then only you can find the solution. So thank you so much for being here with me on this channeling. One love and peace out.